We're back. We're at Route 1-3. I've laid out some stuff here. Didn't seem like the Gyarados or Decidueye work well on this map. And I've decided to throw out Honchkrow there so I don't have to worry about the invisible stuff. Plus, you could do Aggron. I'm almost wondering if... It is all very heavy set on the front half here. But perhaps now we make the second half team, I guess, which would involve you here. Bring these fellas in. Oh, this would make sense there. Probably not. It would probably be this plus Aggron. Unless we gave you an item that let you stand. Honestly, not really anywhere. So, that would also mean we go... We would remove you. Probably remove you too. Let me try something a little crazy. That for the straight line above. Aggron for the bigger range to actually be useful. And then... Who the hell knows? You to maybe hit something. But we would probably go Aggron. Flawitzer. Alright, you get the up hit there. It's something. And then this, I guess, hits a little bit as well. That's number 2. That's number 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll give it a shot. Don't really know what to expect, but let's get started. Sound effects pretty loud, it seems like. Turn those down a little bit. The music is not... I would like to be able to have the music be a little louder. I feel like it's not particularly loud. Again, don't actually know. I would say these 3 definitely should be where they are. I think these 2 here are fine. Pidgeot has crazy range, so that there makes sense. The Raichu and the Golduck. Golduck has the item that makes it so that it acts as if it is on water. I guess I can move myself here. Which means that it'll be double speed. I'm assuming Golduck's better than the Masquerain. I didn't actually check. I suppose I could do that. Go like half speed or something. Ooh, Slugma. Let's see here. Data. 189. 1.5. Masquerain. So Masquerain's a lot quicker, but does less, so, you know, I don't know, you math it out. What we should do, though, is buy some eggs. So let's start with that. A Voltorb, okay. What's Voltorb got going on? Chanseys. Kecleons, so we didn't have to worry about that, because Honchkrow deals with those. What's Voltorb do? 5% chance to stun the target for 1.5 seconds. Interesting. Interesting. What does a Raichu do right now? Ricochet with a 5% chance? I feel like the Raichu's probably better, right? This is a LOLW Leon stream, because it's not a Kecleon stream. Very clever. Very clever. That is true, though. I prefer the LOL in LOLW over Kek in KekW, so you're correct about that. We have full health, so we are probably gonna last a while. Although I guess this is our first -3 route, so something to be said about that. Though we're looking pretty strong. 37, 57, interesting, interesting. We're quite a ways away from 400 stars. But we do have some good looking abilities. Let's do another egg while we're here then. Pawniard. Pawniard? Pawniard? What do you got? Turn negative effects of items into positive effects. That sounds complicated but potentially awesome. I don't even know. Do I even have things that do negative effects? Reduce the number of... So would this double the number of projectiles or something? Is that how that works? At the cost of reduce... Oh, well, that's only Alakazam and stuff anyway. Double them... Oh, but only Clawitzer. There's something to be said. Like, I don't know exactly how it works. It seems like it could either be broken or not particularly useful. Is where I'm at with that. Double Clefable and Clefairy only items does feel a little whack. I'm buying this to get rid of this plot. Deals 30% extra damage to stun enemies. Only Pokemon that can cause stun can equip it. All attacks cause stun, but stun duration is reduced by 95%. Can only be held by Voltorb and Electrode. Alright, that's kind of cool. That's a guarantee stun. Interesting. Pupitar. That's what his voice sounds like in the anime. Oh, and we got Scraggy. That's his name, Scraggy. So, this one's going. I think I will attempt to put the item on Raichu after this run. The one that does the here we no, you're not done yet. I think I did get pretty lucky getting the Haunch Crow though. This one. Yeah. Because it should be attacking like I don't think it would be good to put on, say, Ampharos, because Ampharos is longer than the stun thing is, and then that way this can attack things that are stunned. Raichu isn't even on the team anymore here. Okay, that's fine. Probably. Alright, let's go. That seems like an upgrade to me. So Electrode then, might as well give it the Electrode specific item. Oh wait, what is this one? This item allows strictly field Pokemon to be placed on grass. Okay. I do have most of those type of items, which is nice. Buy that to get it. Ooh, Farfetch, double critical hit chance. I have that as well. But let's buy a new Pokemon. Pentalil. Delibirds, you stand no chance. Where did you go, Petalil? Petalil. Fires projectiles up to 2 enemies at once. So this seems kind of generically fine. Maybe not anything too crazy. It is a ring shape, okay. You know, there's someone out there that can figure out if it's better than Decidueye's ring damage. I guess the Petalil shoots 2 things, which is another aspect of it. But okay. For under 1 million. Hit, chance, and critical double. I mean, that seems like that'd be good. Granted, would need to be playing like a crit team of what? Farfetch'd, Absol, maybe. Is Absol crit? No, he's just in multi-chance. There's someone else that's crit on the team at least. Oh, the Decidueye. I thought there was a third though. We have some of the curse stuff. Uh-oh. We gotta go to the other team? No. Golduck's got it. Oh, we can use another person on the team now. I didn't realize that. I was wondering why that was highlighted. Okay. So your range is not big from what I recall. Yeah, not very big. You could put it here on Team's version 2 to increase the crit chance of those two. That wouldn't be that bad. And the Decidueye, I think, ends up being here. But let's wait on that. Looking like we... Oh, no, Golduck cleaned it up. Golduck cleaned it up. Okay, perfect. Load this up. Add Farfetch'd. Where are you? Where are you? Holy shit, I'm blind. There it is, okay. It moved to the bottom. I was losing it. Oh, I didn't buy the leak yet. Okay, buy the leak. I saw a dog bone on it. Maybe that's for the Grieve Hound or whatever it's called. You go right here. Actually, kind of a perfect placement. Awesome. Okay, but for the first loadout, damn, 11 golems. That's serious. For the first one, you're not crit related, right? No. Okay. Oh yeah, what is this bone thing? Increases damage dealt. Oh, Marowak, Lucario, and Riolu. That makes sense. What's this one again? Once per round restores 1 heart after dealing 50,000 damage. Well, we don't need that yet, but that actually might be pretty good. Increases damage dealt by 20%, but is reduced by 1% for each enemy hit, only for area Pokemon. It is still probably better, right? I don't know exactly how I feel about that. It's probably still better than not having, you know, if there wasn't some other item. Who do I want to put in the 8th slot for the normal area? Would Cryogonal make sense anywhere? No. There's no more room to stun up here. Maybe it would make sense then to do just a ring or some really long range person that can attack. Is there an item that lets me think I'm on the mountain, but I'm not on the mountain? No. Not for Aggron. Because that would be nice. That would fit what we're looking for here at least. So okay, probably not you. Could do Gyarados, could do Lapras. I don't know if Lapras makes sense. Could do it, but really only helps with the Golduck. See what I mean? Like, it doesn't cover too much. That's my only main thing holding me back. What about Electrode? Now that we have his special item, his battery thing. Small range. I know I could put things on him that let him stand on grass and on business, but then maybe not as useful. So yeah, range is always seems to be. You know what we could do? We could attempt this again. Put him here. It gets a tiny bit of attack range. It still feels like Clawitzer is so bad in most scenarios even. Decidueye or Gyarados. Gyarados does the damage to the you would have to give it the thing that lets it stand on field. Like if you moved this and put this here, is that even good? Barely. I mean, it doesn't have the bigger range because you have to have the item that lets it stand on there. Otherwise, you could have it. Otherwise, you could do the Gyarados item and then put it like here. I mean, it does something. And then you put Raichu back here. We got 1, 2. It's not the worst, it's not the best. The Gyarados is nice because it does deal with armor, but the problem is that it being down here means it doesn't really hit into the armor until probably the armor's already almost gone. Yes, we are in a graveyard. If you recall last time, we got the ghost dog hound thing from this. Looks like we're gonna have to load into set 2 here. Alright, Clawitzer, do an attack for once. Okay, it did do a lot with that attack, to be fair. That did 1400 or something. That was a pretty big attack. I think after this one, I want to see. Move. What does Breloom do again? Small chance of restoring heart. Its range is like really bad. I know you're excited about the Breloom, but it's pretty bad. And we haven't even lost a heart, so it doesn't really make sense. Probably one of these big range guys then. You know, the Decidueye or the Gyarados. I actually don't know which would be better. I guess this, because, like, why are we bothering to cover the right side at this point? We're mostly trying to do here. This damn graveyard taking up too much space. I don't know if that's better than the Gyarados, is the only thing. I don't actually know if you would be... I mean, if you're critting, then sure, but I don't know if you're going to be critting. You're going to be trying, at the very least. This golem armor, though. I think Sceptile there makes plenty of sense. It doesn't have an item, but I don't think there's actually any specific item to really give right now to it that would do anything. I guess I could give it, buy this just to have it. What's next? Increased damage dealt by 50% can only be held by Pikachu or Raichu? Alright, well that's obviously nuts. 50% additional damage to armored enemies can only be held by Mankey or Primate. Alright, we'll turn off the auto because we want to give that item to the Raichu now. The item that was on the Raichu was good, but a specific Raichu item? Yes, please. That will be better. And then save. Okay. And then we wanted to attempt to give... I have to do the save after. I guess this, just to have it. Just to have it for when we lose hearts. But then now when I load this, I gotta put it back on, I suppose. I gotta put that thing back on. More likely to need it as well once we get to that point. The Aggron. Can you wear anything that's useful? After recovering a heart, Pokemon holding this item will have its... Oh, so I guess you could put this on anybody. It doesn't have to be a Pokemon that recovers the heart. It's just that it will get boosted after you recover one. I don't know how that works for switching things out, but I might as well do it, I suppose. Might as well do it. Alright, let's go again. I don't know where I'm expecting to get this on Route 1-3 here. We don't have as many stuns, which is a little bit spooky, but I'm just thinking. The curse strategy is interesting. Curse strategy is interesting. Not something to try now, I think. I was just debating on... Let's do another wave. I was debating on whether to buy another Pokemon. I've already bought in, what, 2 or 3? Haven't put the investment into them to level them up, except for the Electrode. I do have the Electrode item. Which... I wonder if that would be better than the Golduck. Think about that. Electrode. All attacks stun, but duration is reduced. Like, what if you put him right here? And then gave Sceptile the thing that does more damage when stuff is stunned. Oh, but you can only give that to Pokemon that do stuns. Dang it. So I would need another. Because I was thinking, like, well, because Raichu already has the item that's for itself, which makes it do extra damage. But, like, if you had If you had the electrode guarantee the stun, and then make it so that things that are stunned take more damage, that would be pretty good. Is electrode just Ampharos but worse? Am I crazy? The same ability? I wonder if light clay is increases the duration. Increase the duration. And you guarantee but duration is reduced? 95% is a lot. What does that even mean? That's like... That's barely any time. Huh. I think we'll stick with it. Let's do another... Well, let's put you back first. Let's put you back. Do another wave. So yeah, the Golduck and the Decidueye are the two that are the most suspect to me. You could argue the Honchkrow as well, because like, oh, you don't need it except for the invisible enemy stages, Kecleons and such. The fast attack speed of the Decidueye makes it a little bit nicer. I could put Gyarados in that same spot and give it the item that lets it stand in fields as if it was water, I think. Or no, you can't put it in grass. You'd have to put it in a field. So you can't actually put Gyarados there. Now a bunch of specific Pokemon items. Let's do it, Pokemon. Spinda? Spinda's in this game. Are you gonna be a stunner? Has trouble focusing. The hell does that mean? It targets random? And its power is 2? Isn't that really bad? So Spinda's like a joke? Spinda's like purposely terrible? I guess. I mean, it's funny. It's funny. Bad, but it's funny, I guess. Could give... Oh, what's this? Doubles hearts restored. That's an actual item. It's like Deep Root or something, isn't it? So I could give that item to Maractus. I guess we can give it to Honchkrow just so that it has something. I do wonder if... But I can't give it that item. Only for area Pokemon. What? Oh. Okay, fair enough. For some reason, I think the circle made me think that the Honchkrow was area. My bad. Okay, but I still could do it to Maractus, potentially. But I'd rather have just the overall reduced speed or increased damage for each enemy hit. I have no idea, you know, I'm not gonna math it out. Someone else would be able to math it out. But since this was an early item, I'm just gonna assume that this is better. Could be easily wrong. Could easily be wrong. But I think on this one, I would want it to be lower to go off more often. So sure, let's try that. Let's try that. A lot of solo targeting, which I don't love. Which is probably part of the reason we're struggling a bit here. Yeah, this is not good. I should have let that one guy go, because now we're probably just going to be worse off here. Unless we get some crazy crits. Ah, no, we basically just threw by doing that. Okay, we're dead. Alright, well, that was not the right move. That was not the right move. Should have just let that 1 or 2 go through. But okay, we got 25. Didn't unlock anything. Feels like this area should probably be way better now. 37, or at least one of these Route 2s. So let's head to the Route 2. What was our layouts here? I had Golduck at this point? Ampharos having to be on here was pretty bad. We do have another spot, though. That's another aspect of an upgrade here. Where can you go, Honchkrow? Can you go somewhere easily accessible? Can I put you on a field or something to spot, put you on here to spot the invisibles? That seems good. We had 1, 2... I don't know what the 2 is. The 2 is for the end. Okay, sure. Even though I don't know why this is here, but oh, I guess because, like, oh, maybe you just gain the 1 heart or whatever it is. Add in Decidueye. And put it here. Save number 2. Number 3. Number 3 was 4 invisibles, which is the same as almost number 1 at this point. Okay. We could add Sceptile in here potentially as well. I don't know, let's just go. See how this goes. We need to get... I gotta imagine we get beyond 37 here. I don't actually know if the Golduck is better, but we'll have to wait a bit to see if we get to a point where it's better. For now, let's buy another... Pokemons are kind of... All of this stuff costs a lot now, jeez. All of that kind of costs a lot, huh? We're well away from 400, which might mean we just need to start putting more money in on leveling stuff up more, which would not be crazy to me. I've capped myself at level 40 for a while. We may have reached the point where we need to go beyond that. Certainly, Ampharos would be one of those. Ampharos is just kind of beast, so let's take, 50,000. Take you to 50. How about that? How about that? Ampharos been with us a while. Been very good all of the time. Oh, you know what we should do? We should, turn off the auto, and then next time give... damage-wise, we got here. No one reaching those crazy high damage numbers yet. Most of these enemies have been fast. But I was thinking, if we give Decidueye the 50,000 damage thing, there's a world where that happens. There's a world where that happens. This, save 1, and then who else needs an item? Golduck? Anything even useful for you to have? 15 increase damage to slower stunned enemies. Sure, there's a chance that that happens, I guess, with Lapras. Not likely, but you know, give it the item, I guess. And then Honchkrow, what can you take? Oh, you know what we... Okay, I know what we need to do. You should have this item. Put you back here. Save. Then you take the damage item. Put you back here. Save. Here, gotta do the same thing. I don't really know why you're here over the other guy, but whatever. Oh, we're not really Maractusing, so I guess that's fine at that point. Sure, whatever, that can stay. And what are these again? That's for invisible. That's the same thing. I just saved it in 2 spots. Okay, let's go. Wrong button. The Yanma's coming in. Is Yanma really fast? Is that what the problem with that was? Something like that, maybe. Oh, there it is. Sneaking by. So we'll have to see if... I guess it would have to be really slow enemies for Decidueye to really get that number up. But, I mean, it is usually doing the most so far. So it seems like it's the right person. Yeah, we need like these, but to get in range of him, yeah. Something like that. Okay, Yanmas. It's gonna happen at some point that we'll get the heart and I won't be paying attention. And the prices on all this stuff going up a lot. So if we had to choose what to level, certainly for the water area, I mean, Ampharos, Gyarados, Lapras all seem like really good ones. Pidgeot is good just because it can reach so far, so just having it be leveled seems good, which is kind of why Aggron, I feel the same way. Aegislash had to already be high level. Maractus, really good AoE, really strong in grass. Also probably one that is more worthy of the level. Especially, not necessarily this level so much, but other levels for sure. Are we about to get hit for the first time? I'm not gonna move anyone. Alright, we got hit once. It's not so bad. Alright, here's 37. This is apparently where I died last time. Alright, we made it through. That doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Oh, that Aggron AoE saved me. That was scary. Seems like we might need to bring in some hearts to stand a chance here. Trying to think who we would take out. Maybe take out the Golduck? Feels awkward because you would think it's like this whole water area, but I mean, if you're really micromanaging, you probably take out the Honchkrow and bring in one of these healing types. Chance of restoring a heart. 4th, so your circle, your 4th, 3, 4, 1.88. Where's Breloom? Comfey reduces charge of everyone in the range, but the range is so small. So it's probably Breloom, less damage. You also heal. No, you don't. You're just grass. Four, 3, 4, 140, 188. So it feels like Meganium would be the one you would want to add if you were to add instead. But I imagine Meganium has to be on the grass. No longer restores hearts? No, we want to restore hearts. We do want to restore hearts. Let's try it. I don't think the Honchkrow damage is like that much less. We might just die on this one anyway. We took one heart there. Go again. I guess the Meganium doesn't get to start attacking until a little bit later, which is bad. The Yanma are a problem. We're super dead. I have a total of 40 waves. I mean, it's technically an improvement. It's technically an improvement. Technically an improvement. So does that mean we then go here? I mean, we are quite a far ways away from... We're quite a ways away from... Why is Pidgeot even here? Alright, I understand what's happening, okay. We need for you to remove this, take the powder, deploy back here, save. Then we take and add probably Aegislash. It's just generically strong. Just a generically strong fella, although I guess I could do the thing that lets it... No, I cannot. No, I cannot. We just don't place that guy. And then Pidgeot and Weezing. Even the Wait, where is Cryogonal? I'm blind? Okay, it's there. Cryogonal, you seem pretty bad there. I think I would rather Electrode over Cryogonal. I think I would rather... If we're poisoning, we want to double poison, but it's kind of a small map. So I think that's probably not the way to go. And then... Could be a comfy situation. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see what that looks like. That not counting as touching Ampharos is pretty messed up. That's kind of annoying. It's like perfectly too small. That's gonna get you kicked. That's gonna get you kicked. Sorry to say. And then Raichu. Just all the stunning taking place to then ideally get, I guess, attacked by other things. You probably should change just because your range is really bad too. Alright, let's take out you, take out you, and we want to find things that have really long range, so I guess that would be Decidueye, perhaps, to reach all the way up there. Decidueye, potentially Gyarados, but maybe might just do, I mean, it's not great, it doesn't really go that high up. I guess it does a little bit. Doesn't seem the best. I guess that would be the same range as you, so for that reason we probably take you out, put in Honchkrow. We want Honchkrow up somewhere higher then. In that case, I feel like we would want Honchkrow here to detect Invis, and then you here maybe. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? Give you the... Hold on. Maractus is on grass, that's on grass. Okay, I was just checking. This is on Decidueye. Decidueye is definitely not going to be the one doing enough damage for this to matter, I don't think. But maybe? But maybe? Sorry, put you back here then. Save? Yeah, there's no way you're going to be doing the 50,000, I would think. Although, no, because that's not going to be stunning. We'll see. The other thing to wager, I guess, would be something that heals hearts instead. Like, just get rid of Electrode and bring in Meganium again. just to hang out. To hang out and stuff. And then you... No, we want you to restore the hearts. So then you do that has that there, that has that there. So you just don't do anything, I guess. You can take the 10 damage. No. You... Sure, you can hold the balloon for funsies. You can hold the balloon for funsies, but we're gonna give Honchkrow the damage because it's gonna be higher up and doing damage more often. Okay, so boom. Now 2. 2? We actually do want the extra stuns in that case. So in that case we want... I know. I'm prepping. Remove. Add in Lapras, add in you, add in Raichu, add in all of those guys. And then maybe even Farfetch'd. Let's see. So we would go, you're holding the thing that makes it so you're like grass. You're just still here. That's maybe doing some stunning. This is guaranteed to do some stunning. This is here. This one is here to also maybe stun. You hold the item that lets you go as if you're on water? No, we don't have that one. Okay, so Lapras out. Farfetch'd in. Farfetch'd in, Lapras out. Bring in... I guess, again, it would be like Decidueye so that it could reach, or Gyarados so that it could reach down there. Something like that. Yeah, seems about right. Seems about right. And then this is supposed to be for Invis, but that shouldn't really be a problem much, but we'll just throw you in here, I guess, for 3. Okay, here we go. The good thing is because we reach 50, we only got to do 7 to get back there, which is nice. I don't know how to feel about these. I guess the ring shape matters here. The shape matters for certain stuff. But these shoot double projectiles. I do have that special item for double projectile shooters. Reduces the projectiles, but decreases the recharge time, which could be used on those, which maybe is good. That's a circle, that's a ring. Ponyard is still, Ponyard is still a crazy one to me. Spinda is so useless, but whatever. Arguably, should switch the Shell Bell to Honchkrow maybe, and switch the damage to Decidueye. I gotta imagine. Well, let's see. On an average spawn here. Yeah, it seems like Honchkrow would be just generally having more chance to do damage. On average. The good part about Decidueye is that, like, if it does crit, it's gonna do a lot more, but it's just not in the position to attack as early. And because the map is small and can go through the middle, there's a little bit less chance of that anyway. So yeah, I think I am gonna change that after this wave. But the only thing I guess otherwise to think about would be really how much to hold myself back in terms of just getting everything leveled up really high, AFKing to get money to get everything really high. I feel like that's kind of boring, but at some point that probably is gonna have to be somewhat what needs to happen. I do think we would have a better chance of getting to 99, or at least past where we last were on Route 11, because we haven't been there in a long time, but we'll see. Oh, sorry. Auto. Alright, we're about to pass 57. Huh? Okay. The Electrode and the Linoons. Alright. New record. 34 lines. Can we handle them? I don't think we've gotten a Meganium heal yet, by the way. Quick kitties. Quick kitties. Here they come. Ah, we got them. We got them. Honchkrow not doing the damage. Honchkrow not doing that type of damage. Yeah, I think the 50,000 does... I think the 50,000 you basically... I wonder if the 50,000 would be better off. Not on this map necessarily, but something that does AoE is probably better. You're just gonna likely do more, I would think. Like, to do 50,000, you need it to be kind of a slow Pokemon spam anyway. And so then, if you're doing that, you want it to be, oh shoot, Ninjask. Alright, Honchkrow did its job there. Alright, one got through. Can't do too much about that. Oh, I think I might have healed then, because one did get through, for sure. Yeah, Honchkrow not even close. Or like, I wonder, Sceptile getting to do double damage, maybe also could be a better beneficiary of the Shell Bell. Because the Aggron, I mean the Honchkrow just doesn't have any form of boosted damage or anything, so it's almost never going to trigger. That's probably worth it, switching it to Sceptile, because that way it'll do boosted, you know, Sceptile extra damage in the grass. And this can get some of the incidental money, which is fine. Oh. Level's not done yet. I thought the level was done. My bad. What did you just write in chat? On the morning of July 7th, 2023, I encountered a father and son walking with a dog off leash as I was on my run. After asking them to leash their dog upon their refusal, I committed unspeakable acts. Their bodies have never been found. I will not announce the scene of the crime at this time. Subscribe for more and be sure to hit that bell. Well, maybe I shouldn't have read all that. Maybe I shouldn't have read all that. I get in trouble for that one. Probably not. Probably not. Let's just hope not. Let's just hope not. Waste not, want not, right? Okay, alright, hold on. Oh, nice snipe Decidueye. I saw that. I saw that. Good work. Hard to quantify the boosted damage on Aegislash after we do heal a heart. Because, you know, depends on if stuff gets down here, if it's a lower level, or if, you know, if you had put on someone else like Sceptile, it'd probably do crazy damage after you heal the heart. That combo, though, definitely does make having a throw-on Meganium seem very strong. Just this item getting to put on something for the boosted damage seems quite good. That seems quite good. Again, another singular ninjas gets through, and another singular ninjas gets through, and another one's gonna get through. That is the problem. Currently. A little too fast for just Honchkrow to handle. But I think what that means is we need to have a specific, like we can keep the Honchkrow, but ooh, a Minchino? Is that the name of the evolved one? I always mix them up. Okay. In that case, we would go something like this. Yeah, I just already have that ready. Okay, no. We go here. No. We go here. What does it look like? Go here, but then change this out. Remove. And put in the Natu, the Zatu here, and save that as 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. Go ahead. I don't remember what this is. Is it just fast? Is it huge? It's huge. It's pretty big. Pretty big fella. Can't believe it's already been 50 minutes. This goes by quick. Oh, level 60, 70. Level 70 is where we are. Shit. Ninjask. Ninjask are arriving. At some point they are. 88 of Mighty Hyenas? That's a lot of Mighty Hyenas. If I had looked beforehand, then I think we wouldn't have lost that one heart from the cat. Oh my god, can't remember the name of anything right now. Can't remember the name of anything right now. Well, I guess I have to leave the Zatu this turn, but turn off the auto so the next time I can switch it. Why do I want to say lawn yard? That is definitely not it. Lipard? Something like that? Ah! These cats are getting through a little bit. Oh, we're dead. Oh! We could have lived at least past those hits if, Decidueye targeted correct. If Decidueye targeted the one with less health. Ooh! Visual glitch. Did you see that there? Well, still, that was a boost. I went from 57 to 71, so that's an improvement. Where would we have to start from? 75 is a pretty long time. Where would we go if we're here? We do have another slot here too, huh? What would we do if we were here? Add Honchkrow. Just keep doing that everywhere so that I don't have to think about invisible things as much? No, probably not. We would probably just put in something stronger. Remove and add the Meganium for health. Sure. Alternatively, hold on. Would this fit? Is this a rare comfy will fit situation? It only covers 2. God damn, why is the range on this so awful? It needs to be like 3 pixels more and it would be potentially worth me attempting to use. As it stands, it's always only 1 or 2 people that it hits. And it's only a 5% chance of a heart, which I guess is, you know, it will happen, but doing no damage just to reduce by 25% on only 2 guys, I don't know if that's worth it. It might be. It could be. I don't know if it quite is, but it could be. Let's add the Meganium and then just throw you The range on this is not quite enough to hit both sides. I guess here, just because of the stun. And then what's the second? The second one is like that. In that case, add the comfy back. Surely you at least hit 2 of these. Oh my god. You're so useless, man. You're so useless. There's gotta be an item that increases Comfey's range or something. Cause that is pretty rough. You could do Farfetched, or you could do... Yeah, like, why can't you be that range? That seems good. That's pretty good. And then 3, the Haunch Crow, the Zatu, that 2. Where's Arbok? We gotta add the Arbok back in. This is when we were doing Poison Strat, which I don't actually know if that's that good, but fine, we'll try it. Let's give it a go. So we're kind of revisiting everywhere. Let's buy another Pokemon. A Machop. That could be interesting. Where are you? There you are. You're right on my cursor. Double damage to armor. That certainly can be quite useful. You are a circle first target. Definitely would be useful on some of those levels where Gyarados can't really work, like the Graveyard. I think this would be a great inclusion. 42 for the Machamp. Yeah, that seems like a pretty crazy damage. we lost a heart somehow there? What happened? Maybe I need to actually switch things over here a lot more. I do feel like I remember switching a lot when doing these runs on this level, now that I think about it. I must have gained a heart at some point. I do believe I saw a unit go through. Unspeakable Axe. Unspeakable Axe. The idea of, because you didn't mention the dog either, so the idea of like letting the dog go but not the others, not the humans. Hello Hank, in the chat. How are you? We're pokepathing. I like Meganium's little wiggle. It's a good wiggle. How is this game? It's fun. I've played it multiple times on stream now. Maybe my 4th or 5th time even. It has this feature, which you just saw me use, which lets you have like different loadouts for the same level, so that you can then switch stuff to the end if there's nothing left here and help you like eke out some extra damage and not lose hearts, which is pretty sick. I haven't seen a tower defense game do that before. Myself, at least, I haven't. Get him, get him! Lost a heart. There's multiple maps. You unlock them with stars. You buy Pokemon. They have different synergies and things. The different maps have different areas. The Pokemon can have items which allow you to do different things. Turn off auto here. Let me see the damage numbers. Potentially Shellbell the... Oh, Shellbell the Aegislash is definitely the way to go. I mean, I know that gives me more money, but... Shellbell the Aegislash. Oh yeah, we gotta... I forgot. I didn't really change a lot of this. Put the bright powder looking thing on there. You back here. You back here. You now can hold the damage, I suppose. actually. That's interesting. I don't know if that's good or not. Because we want the multiple stacks of poisons, probably better. That seems good for you to hold. Decidui, Septile can also hold items. Is there anything for you to actually hold, though? There is the double damage and the money. I guess the money? And then you can hold the damage. You were here. You were here. Save. Load number 2 means, yeah, you guys still don't have any of that. I like how the, alright, so then change, you hold this again. Put you back where you were. You hold, you can hold, you were doing some 4P. Oh, you were doing 4P on Monday. You go here. You hold this. You go here. You hold this. You go here. Save slot 2. I'm not gonna bother fixing slot 3. Alright. Not favorable stuns there, Lapras. Could have done a little bit better. I think we gained a heart, though. Or we somehow barely killed that Rapidash. Just a bunch of Sparrow. Oh, right. Not on auto. In case there's invises, is why I'm doing that. I think after this run, no matter where it gets, because we've reached a new marker, by the way. Oh, these Pharaohs might be a problem. Oh yeah, they're a problem. Get a stun, Lapras. Got a stun. It wasn't probably enough, but you did get a stun. Well, if it's a lot of 14 Rapidash might be a problem, but I was thinking if it was a lot of slow Piloswines, it might be okay. No, we're looking okay. You gonna get 50,000? No, not even close. That's not good. Oh, Weezing did a little bit. Oh, we're not even. AoE, come on, AoE, AoE, AoE. Oh, oh, oh. We squeaked out a couple more levels. Not looking good though. Not looking good, I would say. Yeah, we're super dead. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, we start with 2 extra hearts, huh? Well, we improved. Being slightly improved. Not too much, I don't think. These 2 we still have to redo, but it's been a while. We are quite far away. I mean, we're 50 away. I think we started at about 300, so we only got about 50 stars. I think this can be a little bit better than where I was before. By bringing in, honestly, the Machamp that we have now, I think will be a pretty big improvement. My question is, can... Just get rid of these for a moment. Get rid of you for a moment. Can Machamp... That is what I kind of wanted to see. Is can he stand on the mountain? He can stand on the mountain. which might be a big enough of a difference breaker. I guess the only bad thing about that would be you would maybe want him to be in when the stuns are happening to get more hits on things with armor, but at the same time you would maybe want him to be here to hit the things that have armor, because hit them while they still have the armor and get the double damage. That's not crazy. It then would also mean probably moving you down here, moving you here. It's questionable, but it would help not have to deal with the what do you call them? Not have to deal with the other stuff so much. The other stuff being the invisible fellas. But let's give you this. Could be doing extra damage. Put you here. We're not gonna do this run, I don't think, now. But then recharge speed. I almost said a different word. Recharge speed. Whew. Alright, alright. Something like that. And then we can fix this next time. That's okay. Let's end with a purchase, because we are at 1 million. Buy Pokemon. Drillbur? Drillbur, huh? Double damage to armor. Circle on mountain. Another double damage to armor, huh? Level 40. Oh, AoE. You... Soldier Boy, tell him. No, you, I wonder if that is just better than Machamp. That would be interesting to consider. Or at the very least, just putting you here and then having to pay attention for when there's invisibles and bring it in, honestly might be worth it. That honestly might be worth it. But I think, given we've passed the hour mark here, got about 50 stars, I think next time, man, I almost want there to be some people that are extra experienced in this game to not necessarily give me the, like, oh, this is the OP thing, do this, but rather like, oh, because I'm just going off of instinct in terms of like, oh, maybe extra, like AoE OP is always my instinct, but in terms of something like, oh, you know, this doing more damage than, yeah, the Machamp being there instead of this, or, you know, just certain things of like, oh, I think maybe that's going to be doing more damage overall than the other guy, and that sort of thing. But okay, all right. Didn't unlock a new area. Can't do that every time. There's also the how much do I level things without making it kind of like OP. But I feel like we might have to increase the level of everything to like 60 or something to maybe. I think we can probably squeeze out 50 stars if you got like 10, maybe like 20 here, 5 to 10, 5 to 10, 5 to 10, and like you get 50 from that, or the 45 needed to unlock the next area. But I think once here, probably gotta at least level everything to 60. But we'll see. If there's anyone that has opinions, feel free to share them. But that is this section. We got some good pulls, I think. And a really bad one of Spinda, which is somehow the Magikarp of the game, from what I see.